Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a good show lined up. Got a special guest here, but first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and a good company taking care of our everyday comfort needs. Comfortable day, 88, low 74. A water temperature at the end of the pier brought to us by Maranta Coffee Company. This Area Payne and her group looking at 86 degrees. Pretty steady right there, and it won't be long before it starts going down a little bit. The river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. Let me insert the Monday moon forecast because we had Labor Day Monday and we get a chance to talk about it. We just had our half moon Sunday. So it's waning down, and we'll have to start having some dark nights next week. You want to get ready to do some floundering. Remember, it'll be closed in November, so try to get it done in September and October. Looking at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Parson. Finally, some good tides. We're looking at a high tide this morning at 6:39 and low at 4:49 this afternoon. A good week of tides, like we said yesterday, and things should be looking a lot better. Marine forecast southwest at 5 to 10. Let's take a break. We'll come back with our special guest. Welcome back. Here's our boat expert. Come on. Every month or so we try to get him coming on. Mr. Daniel Cole. Appreciate you making it this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Good seeing you. Here we are in the middle of the week, and we've been talking about boats, and we got all kinds. We're going to talk about hunting season and some gator football and all kinds of stuff that be interesting. But we always like to start off talking about our boats because he knows so much about it, and so there's so much out there now. So Daniel, what's going on the waterfront with the boats?
Well, we just really want to, extend our appreciation to our viewers because we get so much business from you guys, and we're so happy to serve y'all and take good care of you. And man, it's just been so busy. It's just unbelievable what's going on right now.
Like 6 and 7 days a week now.
Well, yeah, with report writing in the office and all, it's 7 days a week right now, and it has been for a couple months, and it's just been really busy. But we appreciate it. We always got room for one more. If you need something, we're glad to take care of it. I'm happy to say at 10 years since taking over from Rick Corley that
10 years.
Yeah.
Wow, this is not too long ago.
We've not had a dissatisfied customer. Everybody's been happy with our services. A lot of good customer support. There's a lot of sellers who don't like Cole and Associates too much because we've definitely found some things they either said they didn't know about or they were intentionally trying to hide from the purchaser. So, but that's what we do. We're basically a forensic investigator. We go through a boat. I jokingly say it's like the boat gets a colonoscopy. And when we get done, we know what's going on. And if you've got a purchase in mind, or even if you have insurance, your insurance is due, and you need another survey, we'd be glad to help you with it. So.
And it's all size boats, but it is so important. If you buy a used boat, that you get an expert to look at it. And we know that. I've heard so many horror stories, but they didn't know. I remember I bought one time, and this hole in between was rotted out. I had no idea. And I'm not sure the people who sold it to me had an idea because they were good people. They were just one of the things we didn't know about.
Well, and that's what we're there for. A lot of people, they think, I don't want to spend that money for this. I don't, but it's insurance. I mean, on any boat, for what you pay for a survey, it pays for itself in either the knowledge that you're getting a good boat or that I don't want to make this purchase. And that's what I always tell people. Rick Corley taught me this early on. We stand by. We don't care if the boat sells or doesn't sell. That's not our job. We're just there to speak for the boat because the boat can't speak for itself. And so we want everybody to have an honest, true appraisal and opinion of what that boat is worth and what its condition is, and them to be happy. And the sad thing is, even in our area, there's a lot of people who say that they are independent surveyors. If your surveyor is not NAM certified or SAMS accredited, there's no way to guarantee they know what they're doing. And we have people operating, and these people are a lot of times recommended by the boat brokerages.
Okay.
Because they are asked to give 2 to 3 names, and they'll put them in there, but they'll come look at something. They're basically life jacket counters. They're not a real surveyor.
Yeah, yeah.
And so for your own good, be sure you're either getting a NAMS certified surveyor or a SAMS accredited.
And tell the folks what those initials are, the acronym for it, SAMS.
Well, NAMS is the National Association of Marine Surveyors, and that's what we are.
Mm-hmm.
And then SAMS is the Society of Accredited Marine Surveyors.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them go through a vetting process to make sure that they are qualified to carry that name and to have that accreditation. And it's a pretty exhaustive system.
Mm-hmm.
So be sure you get one or the other. If they do not have one of those acronyms behind their name,
Mm-hmm.
you do not want them for a surveyor. It's
Great
just that
point.
simple.
Great point. I remember talking to Captain Rick about that years ago, and how important that was. I did not realize at that time, just being a layperson, as far as, just get somebody to survey it. And he started telling me some stories, and you really want to get someone certified and qualified, and that really stuck with me.
And then if you can get somebody like us, we have several accreditations beyond just that.
Mm-hmm.
That just guarantees you're going to get that much better surveyor, because we're ABYC members, but we're also ABYC vetted and certified in marine systems and marine standards. My background, 30 plus years as a state certified electrical master. And then, a lot of the big thing now with valuing boats is use PAP,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't always work because some boats are like a fingerprint,
Mm-hmm.
but we are, it's not a certification, but we are compliant with that. We've had the schooling and we've been through the vetting process. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things we do, you have to have that type of stuff to know what you're doing. And what we're actually working on now is IAME. We're a member of IAME, International Association of Marine Investigators.
Okay.
But we're doing schooling to become even more versed in fire investigation.
Ah.
So we're constantly expanding what we're doing and what we're knowledgeable at and certified in to give the best package of service to our clients.
It surprises me about how many boat fires you see.
All the time.
Do you see them too? I know you do in your field.
I worked one 2-3 weeks ago, and it was just simply a freezer on a charter boat caught fire on its own, and it caused a good bit of damage. And you just never know. It's always something. We did that one. We had one where aftercooler failed, destroyed an engine, and we did another one with a lightning strike come in and blew up a bunch of stuff. So you never know what you're going to see.
Yeah.
But a person who's not in the game and getting the training and knowing what they're doing, they'll never know how to handle them things.
That's interesting. There's a lot of them out there, and I see the pictures of a lot of them, and it happens fast.
The other thing I will mention about that is, if the person is not NAMS or SAMS certified, most financial institutions and most insurance companies will not accept their survey. So if you buy that from them, you're running the risk, because we've had several as well. We had to go back. They had paid some of these people to do these surveys, and then they were refused to use those things. So we had to go back and they had to pay us to do it again, so that either the financial institution or the insurance institution would take that and allow it in for them to get their insurance or to finance the boat. So that's another reason to be aware.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's take our break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here with Daniel Cole, and we got all the boat stuff out of the way. So now let's talk about some fun stuff. But boating is fun, but we got hunting season coming up. I know how much you have a passion for hunting, and I was thinking, ironically, I looked up the dates because it's getting here before you know it. And you're going.
Isn't it really?
Well, you're taking this weekend. You're taking your daughter to a Gator football game.
Yeah, she hadn't been to one yet, so we're gonna take her to USFL, and hopefully we'll have a really good time out there. So
that will be a fun trip. But I got tickled during the break. I said, "Now, how's everything? You got your lease already?" And your answer was,
"Not yet. Too busy working."
We all say we're not. I ain't got it ready yet. But with this coolness in the air in the morning, that we sort of get our biological clock starts thinking.
Absolutely, you start feeling it.
You start feeling it. So I pulled this up. Okay, here it is. The 2025-26 Florida hunting season. This came out of wood and water, a little crease in the page there. But of course, we're talking about the zones, and I always get interested in that B1 zone, but we'll talk about that later. That's around Polk County. But anyway, we're concerned with area, of course, Zone D. That's all of us up here in the Florida Panhandle. Zone C now. Of course, the Big Bend, but it goes all the way over there to Jacksonville. Area C is a big area, but D, okay, that's us right here. And that's what we call God's country. So go down here to the this colored chart. I love it. Archery will be starting in right over a month from now. Today we're in September, and October archery. So you see all the seasons, and I won't go over all of them, but youth hunt, muzzle loading, antlerless deer. I know one thing they did this year. They made it a longer weekend on antlerless deer. And okay, general gun, fall turkey, quail in November, bobcat and otter. Do you know anybody who hunts bobcat and otter?
I shoot bobcat because they're a predator.
Yeah.
They take a lot of phones, but I don't hunt them for anything.
Okay, so that's anyway. All the information here. We'll go over some more. I just wanted to touch base with it and let everybody know about the dates because it sneaks up on you.
It does.
And so, what are y'all gonna start doing at your lease? Getting ready.
Well, we got to go brush cut the roads and clean everything back, cut all the limbs back and stuff. I mean,
Isn't it amazing?
it's a pretty big deal, but it's just part of it, and we enjoy the camaraderie.
Those limbs just keep growing, and they just keep on growing. And
They do.
Get over the road, and I remember I get on my tractor, I ride down there and say, well, that limb was here last year, and it's grown 2 feet, looks like. Y'all do that too?
Absolutely, every year we'll do that, and we. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
It gets you excited, gets the blood flowing, gets you ready for sitting in that stand on that cold morning waiting on the light to break. So.
And there's a fine line between enjoying it and it being work. You don't want it to be work. You want to be just part of the process of supplementing your food out there and getting attracting the game. But man, it can get work. Especially, I'm at a point in time in my life. I've lost some of my hunting buddies, and I'm about down to myself doing it. And when you're by yourself, it's a lot of work.
It is. There's just 2 of us in our lease, and we like it that way. And Max works so hard to make things work. It's just, he's got the equipment, the tractors and stuff, and I'm just there for general labor, but we make it happen.
Yeah. I've always said 2 people like triples your workforce. I mean, because 2 people work together, it's enjoyable, and you just get a lot done.
That's right.
Have y'all had any cameras out or anything? Or?
I haven't had anything out yet. I don't know if he does or not. I haven't talked to him about it, but we know it's coming up. So I'm assuming probably we get back from this game this weekend. I'm hoping that Sunday we'll be able to get our first look, go take a drive and see what's there and see what needs to be done, and then get on it because we're running out of time.
Yeah, I get tickled. Everybody's the same way. My cameras. Actually, they were doing really good through the springtime and early part of summer. I guess the batteries went dead. So, but I haven't had time to go there and change it. So, but they were doing really good. And I'm amazed and awed and just thankful of the growth you see in your forest and the woods and all.
Yeah.
It really is so.
Hey, I understand they're going to start having the bear hunt again.
Yes, we've talked about it. They're going to draw, I forget, 100 and something. It's going to be a random drawing of 100 and I want to say 47. I don't know the exact number. It's not that many statewide.
Oh, I got you.
There's going to be different areas and all. And these tree huggers, some of them, they're going to start. They said they're going to start applying for the hunt, so that nobody will get that particular one. But the FWC commission, we talked about it. They passed it. I think it was 3-2 vote or 4-1 vote. It went well, and at that meeting, I saw some pictures of the meeting in Havana, and there were a bunch of orange shirts there. So that's going to be interesting to follow that. You definitely want to go by the rules and all, and make sure everything's legit. So and be careful out there. But that's coming up. I want to say December maybe, but we'll check on that. But it's a very specified time to go. So,
gotcha.
Y'all got bears on y'all's lease?
We do. They come and go. I mean, we've been very fortunate. They've not been a nuisance to us so much. But I just heard there was another guy, just a while back here, somewhere in Florida, there was a guy and his dog were killed by a bear. And then I just heard yesterday or the day before that Ring doorbell camera caught a guy walked out in his front yard and got attacked by a bear. So
I saw that. Yeah.
I didn't get to see it. I just heard about it. But You know, a lot of people don't realize FWC, as busy as they are, how much time and effort and finance it takes to keep moving these nuisance bears to other areas to protect us. So I think a lot of people don't just see the big picture that when you know, a little old lady can't go out to her garbage can, put her garbage in the can without getting attacked, that's time for something to be done.
That's where the danger is, when they get in neighborhoods and something like that, food is out there. They don't bother me up in the woods. I don't have a nuisance problem. Every now and then I see them, but it's not a big deal. And they're going their way, and I go on my way. But when they get in neighborhoods and all, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, up on the lease, I'm in their living room. I wouldn't mess with them. I mean, I'm asked about it, but I'm not about hunting them. So it's I'm in their living room there. I have no reason. But you've had them invade school zones. You've had them come where there's kids. There's a lot of stuff that can happen bad, just preemptive. So.
Yeah, and that's exactly the way to look at it too. I don't care that much. I'm not going to hunt them, and I sort of get a kick out of them going through and all. But now they kept tearing up my feet or everything. But I know some guys on some of the leases have a big problem with them.
They do.
And those are kind of maybe need to be thinned out. But otherwise,
well, and the other thing is, over the years, people have developed inhumane ways of dealing with them that is not good. So this is a lot more practical way of management.
Yeah, I've heard some other things too, and that's right. That's a good way to look at it. All right, let's take a final break. Come back with Daniel Cole. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Our boat expert, Mr. Daniel Cole, certified in all the categories. So if you have any kind of questions on boats, just give you a call.
Absolutely.
And you'll be glad to talk to them. Let's take a quick look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Our time, 8:17 to 10:17 this morning, and tonight, 8:44 to 10:44. So it's been busy on your front, on the waterfront.
Extremely, but we like it.
You know, speaking of waterfront, we're always talking about the health of the bay system and all. I ran across this the other day, Jimmy, and I'm so glad to see this. Jimmy Branch posted it, but the San Andrew Bay and the St. Joe Bay Estuarine Society or group, they posted. Okay, they posted. These are actually results of tests and all. Okay, so look at it. This is in general. Let me go over here. They've been monitoring it, and these are 5 reports, 5 different categories. This is a nutrient condition in the watershed. Okay, so green, of course, green is green is great. Stay the course, and you see the different categories, warning, and then of course red is critical. Well, let's start up here in Lake Powell and West Bay. In good shape. West Bay looks good, don't it? And then light green, sort of, there's some indicators of some things going on there. And yellow, I'm surprised at East Bay. You wouldn't think that much runoff in East Bay with Tyndall being there, but something going on. I don't know if it's a Tyndall, it's got to be some of the Tyndall folks, but that surprised me on East Bay. And then St. Joe Bay is in good shape right there when it comes to nutrients, okay? Our next category, the bacteria level. Again, Daniel, this is interesting. You don't have a lot of green other than St. Joe Bay and North Bay.
Well, if you look, it says fecal coliform, so it's somebody's leaking sewage into the water.
That's exactly what it is. Look at all of the St. Andrew Bay system. That's a shame. And some of it comes from septic tanks, but some of these cities are not doing a good job. Obviously, not doing a good job because they're positive indicators and caution there. Okay, the next category, okay, they talk about, this is it right here, West Bay, this is the fecal contamination, St. Joe Bay is good, Deer Point Reservoir is good, but all the others, Lake Powell, all these have positive indicators that they have some that bacteria in there.
Wow.
Okay, this is, let me see, this is stormwater, let me get to this one, this is what they call sanitary sewer overflow. Okay, so that's what this is right here. Sanitary sewer overflow. Wow, look at that red area right there. That's scary, isn't it? That means the sewers are running over and the heavy rains. And you see, that's why you see all the warnings. That's bad.
Yep.
Again, the St. Joe Bay area and Mexico Beach looks good, but all of the St. Andrew Bay system, all of it. and over there in South Walton. And we need to take a look at that. But then this is just different. This is sea turtles, and we're talking about the turtles and all later. But anyway, this is a different part. So I just wanted to show that chart while Daniel's here, because he spends a lot of time on the water, and I know that's most of it looks pretty good, but some of it looks sort of scary, don't it?
It does.
So what about
Use some caution.
Yeah. So what do you got? Have you had a chance to do any kind of get on the water, do any kind of fishing, or?
Not in a while.
Okay.
It's been a long while. I was just talking yesterday with me and my buddy, and we were like, we need to go make it happen. We're trying to squeeze in a couple fishing trips and a hog hunt before we get into deer season. So.
Okay. Well, I know. I was thinking about it the other day when they open up the season to oystering and Apalachicola.
Yeah, wasn't that exciting?
Your family and some of your buddies down there.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
It'd be nice to have a real Appalachian oyster again.
I cannot wait. I
don't care if it's $200 a bag. I'm thinking.
I swear, I said the same thing. I don't care how much it costs a dozen. I'm going to eat some of them.
A lot of the charter captains down there have been sending me pictures, and they're picking up the prettiest cups just hogging.
Really?
Off the ground. Yeah, I mean, on
Tell
low
the folks
tide.
what that is. A lot of people don't know what it is. Hogging.
Well, hogging, you actually get out on a low tide, and you can actually put them up in the shallows, put them in a bucket. But those big, I say big, but they're the ones we're used to with the cups are about that deep.
Whoa.
About that big around. They were finding them everywhere.
Wow.
So it's exciting. I can't wait to get my first batch of them.
They've been talking to some of your buddies from down there, and they're good. First-hand report right here on Panhandle Outdoors. The biggest thing when they open up sort of small area right now, but maybe get even more next year.
That's right.
And again, hats off to them for good management. It's a shame it got to that point where they had to manage it, but now we see some light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
And,
absolutely.
And I'm so excited. I know your buddies are excited about it too. So I'm gonna stay in touch with you. I might want to go down there and get a bag of. Remember, we used to be able to buy them off the boat. You know?
Yeah, you can buy them off the boat.
Buy them off the boat.
You get a big bag for $40. Now you get a 5-gallon bucket for 80 in it. I don't know.
Well, we got to wrap it up, Daniel. Always great having you on. And,
yep. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Appreciate all the work you're doing with everybody's boats and keeping them straight on that. So y'all touch base with Daniel if you have any questions at all. Wrap it up for today. Good show coming up tomorrow, and we'll wrap it up. I'm gonna show a rerun tomorrow, first time ever on a rerun. If y'all got to miss that, so y'all have a great day today. Do something good for someone else, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.